Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. I want to show my gratitude to all the new subscribers. I've also noticed, I was looking at YouTube, was listening to this gentleman that helps people understand how the YouTube world works. And I was doing my research, and I noticed that a lot of the subscribers don't have the bell notification on, and the majority that watch are not subscribed as well. I don't know. That's what YouTube is letting me know. So but yes, my sincere gratitude. I'm so happy I made it to the 500. Yay. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I wanted to play, and I think I forgot something. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Guys, I have a baby squeaking, but she's outside of my room. You can hear Bella. Oi, Bella, stop. Yeah. So what I want to do today is, because I've got this paint here on my little tray that I got. I can't recall the place. Oh my gosh. It's in Disney's place that people just walk. Okay, let's see. I don't have a clue what's the name of it. I'm not a person that goes out a lot, and so when I do, I can't keep track of the names and places. I'll be using number 10 brush for this one. The new brush that I ordered, and so he's not in use at all. And tonight we're having the live with Beth from Happy Place Crafting. She has invited me to be her co-host, and I'm so happy to do that. I have been doing my research because I have been adding little things here and there. I don't know if you noticed on my channel. I'm not a technique savvy person. It takes me a while, and it also takes, I don't know, I like to do hands-on and practice. So yeah, today I wanted to just watercolor this paper. It's the 4x6 one, the Fabriano from Master Touch now that they're having. And I'll be honest, I'll go back and get me some more because that's how much I love it. So I'm gonna spray this, and I'll make that process a little bit much quicker. There. And the reason why I am doing this is because I want to use the background stamps, and I want to see what I can come up with on it. One of them, let's see if I can pull it off. I'm pulling the background stamps. that one, but I'm not sure. You know, I was thinking that I also want to get me more of those stamps, like these huge ones. I like these for backgrounds. So I don't know which one to use. Let's see. I might use this one right here. Okay. I watched Bitty Penny this morning. I was able to catch her. And I also saw Dawn walking. And that is so much fun. I love you girls. I've made the crafting community is a community where you feel so much love, and it brings joy to my heart. And I was telling Dawn how much joy I felt, you know, just by being able to do art. And the fact that she was able to say, because Dawn is an artist, okay? I've seen on one of her lives that she did, my goodness, she is really good at it. You have to excuse the dogs. She's really, really good at it. And I just wanted to come and play for a little bit. So Bella's gonna be leaving soon, but she'll be back. My oldest daughter's gonna pick her up to get her shots. I'm just wetting my brush. I'm not rinsing it or anything like that. And yeah, because Bella needs to get her vaccinations. But the one that worries me the most is the flea and tick. And it's a little pill that she's supposed to get, according to what my daughter was telling me. You know, let me just put the dots right here, and that way I don't have to. There you go. And yeah, she told me it lasts 3 months. So the 3 months are due in June the 2nd. So nope, because Belita gets up on my bed, and I'm very, very sensitive to any insect bites. Unfortunately, that's the story of my life. If I showed you my face right now, you'll be like, what the heck happened to you, Carmen? Yeah, I get swollen easily. I'm very sensitive. There's a phrase for that in Spanish, but I'm not gonna say it because it could have a double meaning. But I wanted to just use the color here and create like a, you know, abstract, I guess is the word, background with using the colors that are already here. So yeah, and I'm just adding that little bit of water right here. To see that little bit of water, I'll just pick it up and change. The more water, the lighter the color will get. So, and these are the tips that I've been learning. Guys, let me tell you something. I have a pork roast in the oven that I have been craving to eat. And I had not made pork roast like in 2 months, I think. Yes, I'm gonna be really happy. I know Dawn is doing her exercise, so that's awesome, Dawn. And I know Beady Penny is also doing I don't know if it's intermittent fasting, but yeah. I'm actually added a third thing to my life, which is exercise. I don't normally tend to exercise. And what happened was my middle child, Leticia, she sent me her treadmill, guys. Because my youngest daughter wanted me to do the exercise on her treadmill because she has one in her room. My daughter has a suite. She lives separate. She lives within my house, but separate. She has her separate domain, let's put it that way. And she said, Mommy, you can come over and do exercise. And I'm like, but that doesn't have a bar. And because I'm suffering of balance issues, I didn't think it was going to be safe for me to get on the treadmill. Well, you know what? It was the smartest thing I could have ever thought of, because I did 20 minutes the day before. I did 10 minutes after eating breakfast, and then 10 minutes in the afternoon after eating my last meal, because ever since I'm doing keto, I don't get hungry, so I don't eat a lot. So I've only been eating like 2 meals a day. But I feel satiated, it's not like I'm starving myself. Okay, so guess what? I got on the treadmill after breakfast, which breakfast for me was 11. And guys, I thought I was still on the treadmill once I got off of it. So yeah, I needed that bar to hold on to dear life. Yeah. So with that said, my daughter sent me her treadmill that has the bar. It tells me how many minutes, how many miles I've gone, whatever. I'm just doing 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and 10 minutes. So I don't want to push it, because I did that exercise 2 days ago, and yesterday I was knocked out. I was able to sleep. The baby let me sleep, but when I woke up yesterday, I was in a lot of pain. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. I was in so much pain, and I told my husband I felt like somebody ran over me with their car. So he says, no, you're gonna have to take it easy, because then you're not used to doing exercise, and maybe that's what happened. I said, I don't know, but whatever the case was, it's not gonna stop me. So I'm doing keto, I'm doing intermittent fasting, and now I'm gonna start doing the exercise. My husband says he can tell in my body that I've been losing the weight, and that's all I want. Because I get on the scale, and because I'm doing water gain, I can barely tell that I'm losing weight on the scale. But I'm not going to pay attention to the scale anymore. I really don't care. As long as I know that the clothing that I'm wearing is getting loose, I'm fine with it. And my daughter says that my cheeks are getting smaller. I wish I had my tablet here with me. I left it charging. I could show you a picture of my before and after cheeks. I was always a chubby cheek person, but after I gained all that weight, it was worse. So now I got some I've got chunky cheeks, but not that chunky. But yeah, and you know what? Unfortunately, it's not that I have nothing against. I love people. I don't care if they're skinny, if they're, chunky. If I call them full of love when they're overweight, they're full of love. I don't insult people because of their weight or because of their looks. That's not me. Carmen is not that kind of person. But to me, the overweight was giving me a lack of freedom as far as enjoying life outside of the house. I was having trouble walking 100 steps, 200 steps. If I would go to my daughter with my if I would go to, for example, to Hobby Lobby, I was grateful that they had a bench outside of it, because I would walk and I would have to lean on the cart because I would run out of oxygen. And yeah, it was getting really bad. And because in my history I had asthma, that was, the doctor said she didn't really know if that was the reason why. Whatever the reason was, to me at this point, it doesn't matter anymore. I told the doctor I want to take control of my health. I want to take control of my life. I'm sick and tired of being like this. I feel in my mind, I feel still young and strong in my life, in my mind. But physically, I was not even able to climb ladders. So I said, no, I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to do something about it. And I did. I started with the keto, then the intermittent fasting. I lost so far 15 pounds. I still got a long way to go. I got a long way to go. I want my health back. I want to be able to walk distance and not feel fatigue. So yeah, 10 minutes on the treadmill did it for me. Yeah, I was like, out of breath. I was exhausted. The dogs are playing outside, so they're going to be extremely rowdy. Please forgive them. And Minnie is the one that sounds like she's very aggressive. She just doesn't like anybody next to her. She's like that always. She drives me crazy. But we love her. Some people in your real life drives you crazy, but you still love them. Hi. So yes, I'm just trying to use this bit of watercolor that I have here, and I'm gonna continue doing this. Let's see now. I'm just gonna put up a little bit this darker one here. Oh, there you go. There. This one is gonna be like a big contrast now because it's different color. Let me just put a little bit of this one here. And that's just like a contrast. Throw some water and then change it a little bit. So yes, so that's right there is my health update. I'm gonna see the doctor in June, and I'm praying to God that she tells me that my A1C is much better. I really am, because it will show that I am improving, so let's see now. I got some, let me take this one. I got some leftover paint here from the other day, and I'm gonna use it all. Yeah. You know, I haven't seen Willow Wonders in a little bit, so I have to go back and see her videos because this woman is very inspiring. Okay? She's extremely inspiring to me. But I'll be honest, I was afraid of mixing colors. And after I saw what she was doing and how she did it, I'm like, not anymore, Carmelita, not anymore. Go for it, you know. I'm like, oh, I like that. So, yeah. Let's see how this ends up looking, because I want to stamp this image, or maybe these two right here in the center, and then I probably will be able to cut it out and put it on top of a card, a card base basically is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, and I was afraid of mixing colors, but this woman teaches you not to be afraid, and you don't have to wash your brush and all that good stuff. And I'm like, oh. So I started doing that. That doesn't mean that every project that I do, I'm not gonna wash my brush, because when I do, those paintings from the book, by the way, I ordered me another book. Yes, I did. I'm so thrilled that I'm getting to see progress. All right. I need to add more water. So going back to the roast. Guys, my house smells so good right now. It's making me really hungry. Look at this, chit-chatting with you guys, and look at this. All right, let me see. I feel like I got, let me see this here to see if I have any leftover yellow here or something. Oh, bless you, puppy. He's not feeling well. My husband is not doing good, and I really don't know what's wrong with my honey. I love that man, guys. I love that man. He's been so good to me for 40 years. Today he woke up and his eyes were really swollen, and I'm like, that's not normal. What's wrong with you? He said, I didn't sleep well last night. So he said he's gonna sleep early today. So I don't know, because I got the live tonight and he knows that, but we normally have just 1 hour, so it's not like he's not going to be able to go to bed, so yeah, so I'm a little bit worried for him. He complained about chest pain the other day, and I said, well, that's not normal. You didn't tell me about that. Because oh, well, I don't know if I pulled the muscle. I said, I don't care if you didn't pull a muscle. You need to let me know these things, because the 2 times that you've had heart problems is because I made you go to the hospital, and they were able to put stents in that heart of yours, and you need to last me 40 more years. He looked at me, he started smiling. He said, "You're too funny." I said, "No, you're funny if you think you're gonna go, you know, don't you dare, mister." I feel like these two almost look the same, right? I don't know. Let me just, you know what? I'm gonna rinse it. I shouldn't, but I'm just gonna add this yellow with green and see what happens, since I only got a little bit left. Here we go. Ooh, like that. Ooh, I should have done that earlier, Carmen. Why didn't you do that? We have this here. There. And you just add it here. There. And let me just add a little bit of more of that. These tiny little blobs or paint that I want to use. See, that's paint right there. And then every time I use it, I love that. I love that. So I'm going to use some here. I'm going to use some of this green and place it in between. Here. This is just a fun way to use your paint, because some people just go ahead and clean the palette and they start all over. I really don't want to waste this paint. My daughter bought this for me, and I really would love to just use every bit of it, and I don't want to be wasteful. Call me stingy. But at the same time, it lets me create something abstract, maybe, and having fun. Guys, I received the first comment from my mother on my Facebook, the personal page. I've been posting there too. And she wrote in Spanish, "Oh, how pretty this stuff is." So, yeah, my mom made a comment on my personal Facebook, because I'm posting there to my stuff. If you don't know, I have a Facebook page that I've been starting. I opened that one and I did not have any, since I'm not very, technical savvy, let's put it that way. I was having a hard time to figure it out, but lately I've been able to post a little bit more. I don't want to be watching, I've been watching my friends, and I've been watching the lives, and I go and watch Beth, but I'm trying to learn new things. I want to give my muscle brain, some exercise. What do you guys think? So I got this little area here, but I don't want to put that same color, green. So I'm just gonna use this one. Looks like a burgundy, I think. I don't know, whatever was left here. Just gonna put it there. And that way I'm done. with this one. Yay! So now let's just see if I should I want to create like a little scenery. Don't know how to explain it, but I don't want to mess it up, and I don't want to put my video to waste. You imagine me doing all this and then all of a sudden I mess up the whole how it would look. Okay, so let's see something, because I know I have I'm looking for something, my friends. I wanted to make sure, yes. What do you do with your art? Did you just file it away? Do you file your art, the ones that you've done, do you file them away? Or do you put them in your room and display them? I have some foam from some postcards that I bought at Samflex, and I put my painting, the one that I've done recently, I put the foamy on the back and I displayed them on my wall. So it's like an inspiration wall that I have right there in the room. So let me go ahead and grab a, guys, I'm pretty sure that by the time I'm done with this video, the pork is done and I am going to eat. I am going to have a blast. So let's see. I just inked my Stays On, re-inked it. I don't have a lot of these. I know a lot of people have every little bottle for every ink that they have. I don't. I only have a few. Oh, now it's very juicy. I'm gonna grab me, yeah, I don't see it right now. This is the foamy pad thing. Yes. Oh, come on. Stop falling. Here we go, guys. Such a daring experience. Oh, please, please come out nice. Hallelujah. How pretty. Here we go. So let's do the next one. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna, oh, come on, stick. Let's see. Something like that. Maybe like that. Yeah. Practice, practice. Get it done, get it done. Here goes it. Here goes nothing. Oh, so pretty. Okay. All right. Let's do the tiny one in the center. Yep. Let's do the tiny one. Oh, I feel like it's... You know what? What is this? Let me do something really quick, just to check. Okay, I'm okay. All right, let's do it. Because it's so juicy, it's like, right here in the center. Beautiful. I have a, what's it called, a flushable white. I buy these. They don't have any alcohol, so I just wanna give it a little cleaning. Wipe these down for a little bit because I don't want that to dry, you know, inside, and because then the image is gonna get distorted. All right, so what do y'all think? Do you like that? I kind of like it. I feel like I want to put more and more and more and more, but I don't want to overdo it, you know? Let's see something here. Maybe this. Let's see. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm liking this. I am liking this. This is all about having fun, isn't it? Isn't it what we're supposed to do while we're in our craft room? Have fun? Because I don't want it to be feeling like I'm working, you know? I want to be able to enjoy what I'm doing. That is so freaking cute. Sorry guys, I said the word freaking and I don't even know if that's a cuss word for you guys, but that is so neat. Yes, put me to the test. No, not doing it. Okay. So what do you think? So you can do your own background, stamp your own image. If I would have had, for example, I do have one that is huge. Let me see if I find it here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it. Let me take a quick peek. Let's see. It was supposed to be a rose. I put it somewhere else. Like for example, this right here, if I would have just said I want to create this background and then fussy cut around it, you imagine that right there is like giving the flower its own color with the background. See what I'm saying? Like if you did all these colors, see how all those colors are in the flower itself? Cover this before it dries. So I made this juicy now. And if you're wondering where this stamp set is from, Temu. And I'll be getting more. I will. Because I kind of like the whole fact that you can actually do backgrounds with these, you know. Let me see if it's in here. I know I had to put it aside somewhere because it was taking too much space. Yeah, see that? Look at those. Huge, huge, huge. And if all I wanted to do was to stamp the rose and then fussy cut around it, it would have collected all these colors there. Just by doing that. See that? And this is a haul. I got it on a haul. Carmelita had been blessed because it even comes with the dies. The dies were included. So I told my daughter that if she didn't want that table to put the coffee, to make the coffee little stand, that I was just gonna put it in my room and put all my art stuff accessible to me, next to me, just like my little trolleys. Because I love the fact that it's 3 shelving, you know? So let me grab this El Cheapo. See? El Cheapo. I'm calling it El Cheapo. $3.25 paints from 5 and Below. But look at those colors. Aren't they beautiful? So let's see. Let me put this away. Clean, Carmen, as you go. Okay. So let me just grab a smaller brush. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna grab my fan brush. I don't have it here with me. Okay. Here. I bought this at Hobby Lobby. Oops, sorry. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that to you. Okay. See my little fan brush. And I wonder if I'm just gonna put this one. Yep, very light and subtle. It's suavecito, you know, very soft. Oh, you'll be able to see it. I don't know if you can, but I think you're not only gonna see it, you're gonna see it in my fingers, you're gonna see it all over the table. Lord have mercy. Look. Qué lindo. I like it. Crafting is messy. I mean, when you're having fun, of course. All right. That's that. Now I have to let this sit because I don't like to put it away wet. All right, let's clean this really quick. Clean as you go. My husband was a chef. Well, he said he never was a chef, but yes, he was. He worked for a French company called Cuisine de Chef, and these people trained him very well. So my husband knows how to cook French food. Okay, I'm going to pick one of these cards for the background. I feel like the orangey stands out the most. And I need a second color. Let's see. Second color, but I'll do the yellow. Ooh. No, I won't do the yellow. I'll do this one. I like that. This is where this basket is full of base cards, basically, is what I did. And they're really high. Okay, so now I have to, I'm keeping this one as the base. So I'm just gonna fold it. Guys, I have not done a card in a while. In a long time. Because my memory sucks anyway, I normally tend to have a cheat sheet where it tells me the size of the A2 cards. So my base will be 514 and 4. And so that's what I'm gonna do now. So it's 4 inches wide by 5 1/4. And so my card has to be even smaller, so okay, so let's see now. I think it's dry. So now that's the bottom. So now this one has to be 3 3/4 by 5. So 5. and 3 3/4. So should be right there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna divide it both sides, cut a sliver on both sides, and that's basically ends up in 3 3/4 right there. So now I have a little piece that I can do whatever with it. And before I let you go, I'm gonna ink it. And like I said, this is watercolor paper. So this is basically you can do your own creation, do your background. And so I'm gonna do something else. I'm going to use this. It's called a tracing wheel. And I'm going to use it to give it a little bit of a little oomph to this right here. My husband came. He's so cute. He came and without speaking, he said he was peeling potatoes so I could make a potato salad so we can eat it with the pork. Yummy. He says, do I peel the potatoes? And I said, yes. All right. So let's see. Yes, I used it all the way. I inked it. These are colors you probably say, I've never would have used those colors. Well, my friends, never say never. Have this little I don't like to put a lot, just enough to hold the corners. Other people use the regular glue, which is okay. Belita, mommy. She's in my room. She came in. She likes to be with me. This is my first card in a while, guys. In a while. It's been a long time. There you go. So you could put any sentiment that you want. I have see. I have this quote. There you go. And it's a tiny sticker, and I think I'm just gonna place it there. It says, embrace uniqueness. Why not? Why not? That was easy. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue in the back of it because let's face it, you can't trust these things, you know, they'll eventually come off. There she playing with her toy. I love that baby. There you go. There you go, my friends. So what do you think? How did it turn out? Is it too much of a color? I'm not a color person, but I love it. And I made the background. It was not something that I bought. I made this myself. And I'm pretty sure that if I did with no experience, you can do this too. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, just have fun playing with watercolors and experimenting, because that's what I've been doing. I've been experimenting, I've been learning, and I'm loving it. I love it 100%. I think my favorite medium is watercolor. I have acrylic paints, but I've never jumped into that medium yet, you know. So there you go. Embrace uniqueness. So if you like the video, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. How do you think I did? Pretty sure the title fits the card. So there you go, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Bye.